Welcome. We are going to do something very cool. We're going to do an alternate method for dividing that does not require long division. Nobody likes long division. People forget it. It's a laborious process. So let's take a look. Say you were going to divide 275,476 by 61. If you're going to long divide, you do this whole process. Well, 61 doesn't go into 27, so you have to look at 275, and kind of off to the side, you think about how many times does 61 go into 275, and it might require you to do some math on the side. You maybe are multiplying, and you find out when you times 61 by 4, you get 244. So it goes in there 4 times. Then you got to think of the remainder. The remainder is 275 minus 244, so that's a remainder of 31, and then you have to now drop down the 4 over here, and now you have to figure out how many times does 61 go into 314, and it's the same process. It's very long and takes a long time. So here it is worked out, and it's all its glory. Requires all of this calculation, and eventually you would get the answer 4,516. But now let's try this other method. Okay, so it's the same problem, the same numbers here. Now, it's hard, as we just showed, to divide a number by 61. You have to kind of think of multiples of 61, and it requires a lot of work. But it's not so hard to divide by 6. So we're going to use this to our advantage here. So the first thing you do is you look how many times does 6 go into the first 2 digits, 27 here. And you know 6 goes in there a total of 4 times. So I'm going to write a 4 here. And it has a remainder of 3 because 6 times 4 is 24, and you have 3 more to get to 27. And now what you're looking at are these two numbers right here. That is 35. And what you do with that 35 is you take the number you just found and you multiply it by the ones digit here. And you subtract that from the yellow number, which is 35. So in your head, you're going to do 35 minus 4, and that's going to give you 31. So 31 is the next number you can divide by your 6 over here. So 6 goes into 31 5 times. So you write a 5, and it has a remainder of 1. And again, that 1 there, you link it up with the number above it, and it becomes 14. And you do 14 minus 1 times 5. So you have 14 minus 5, which equals 9. And you repeat the process. How many times does that 6 over here go into 9? Well, it goes in there 1 time and has a remainder of 3. So you write the 3, and now you treat this as 37. And it's 37 minus 1 times 1, which is just 36. So now your next number is 36. And 6 goes into 36 6 times exactly, and there is no remainder. And when you get a 0 remainder, you know your problem is done. If you didn't get a 0 there, you would get a remainder on the division problem. As we showed previously, 61 does divide this number evenly. Just a quick recap, what we did was we divided 27 by 6, 31 by 6, 9 by 6, and then 36 by 6. And we always subtracted it by the product of the ones digit and the number we had just calculated. And this is always the process. Let's do 2 or 3 more examples. Let's try 43,409 divided by 83. So just like before, you're going to be dividing by the 8 here. So the 8 goes into 43. It goes in there evenly 5 times and has a remainder of 3. And then this becomes the number 34, and you're going to subtract that by 3 times 5. So in your head, you can do, or on the side, 34 minus 15, which equals 19, and that is your number up here to divide by next. Okay, so now 8 goes into 19 2 times, and it has a remainder of 3, so put a 3 here. This number is 30, and you do 30 subtract 3 times 2, so 30 minus 6, which is 24. So now we're dividing by 24. And 8 goes into 24 exactly 3 times, and you get a 0 remainder. And when that happens, that means you are done. That is the answer. So it's 523. You can try the calculator, and there you go. Let's do one more example. Okay, let's do one more here. Let's do 68,172 divided by 92. So first, you're looking at how many times does 9 go into 68. And it goes in there exactly 7 times. And 7 times 9 is 63, so a remainder of 5. So this number is 51, and then you subtract 51 minus 2 times 7. So you have 51 minus 14 here, which is 37, and that's the number that goes up top here. So now you look at how many times does 9 go into 37? It goes in there 4 times, and it has a remainder of 1, because 9 times 4 is 36. So this is 17, and you do 17 minus 2 times 4, which is 8. So you have 17 minus 8, which equals 9. So your new number on top is 9. And 9 goes into 9 one time, and it has a remainder of 0. So that means you are done. There you have it. It's 741. And just to make sure you understand what I'm doing here, I'm always dividing this number by this number. I just write this guy on the left here just because it makes this method easy. Now, this method requires some practice, but if you get the hang of it, a lot of people like it better than long division. There's a minor caveat for like remainders and things like that. And if you comment below, I can make a second video where I talk about those cases. Okay, that's it.